Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Dancy Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago sports fans, it's Ron Coomer. Summer baseball is in full swing, and it's the perfect time to enjoy your outdoor space. TimberTech decking is engineered with advanced innovation and resilient design to stand up to sun, rain, and years of gathering. You get the beauty of wood without sanding, staining, or splinters. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at TimberTech.com. TimberTech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Come see what's happening in Greater Des Moines, where every weekend feels like an event. The nationally ranked Downtown Farmers Market, the iconic Iowa State Fair, the award-winning Des Moines Arts Festival, and Hinterland, one of the Midwest's can't-miss music festivals. Add in an iCubs game, a tenderloin as big as home plate, and a few surprises along the way, and suddenly your trip is whatever you want it to be. Des Moines, it's a trip. Make it your
Murakami can do with his three. Oh, high in the air to right field. McKinstry looking up, back it goes. Show me the Mooney! Murakami with the greenest of green lights on a 3-0 count. And the White Sox retake the lead here in Detroit.
That one almost disappeared. McKinstry just looked up in the air and realized there was nothing he could do about it. It's a fastball. It's right down the middle.
Hear ye, hear ye. Gather around for some of the week's wildest plays.
It's only going to hurt for a second, Brandon.
And it drops between four twins.
I shall not drop the ball. Well, don't believe that.
Just clanked off his glove.
Whoa, was that an eephus? He didn't even see it. It almost clipped him.
A fantastic finish.
Far slip and then took this ball off the top of the helmet.
Some just don't know how to catch him.
The throw drills him right in the back, though.
Others don't know where to catch him.
Often met right cheek.
And feast your eyes on these fantastic fielders.
Oh, my goodness, what a diving catch.
And leaping lizards. Great plays in the outfield.
What a grab by Tristan Peters.
He made the catch. Oh, what a play. You can't get much higher than this.
Krauser takes away another. Crowder makes the catch. Oh, my, what a play by Tyro Taylor.
How about that?
Tony going to try and make Feltner pay for that free penalty.
Your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer, with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington. It's time for Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Seattle Mariners. Good afternoon, everybody, along with former Cubs All-Star Ron Coomer. It's Pat Hughes reporting. Big crowd on hand. You can probably tell that already. Cub fans are here in big numbers. We had a sellout last night, and everyone excited about the Major League debut of left-handed pitcher Cade Anderson starting for Seattle here today. He'll be opposed by Cub left-hander David Peterson. It's a beautiful summer afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. Temperature 75 degrees, blue skies overhead. Perfect day for a game. Let's go ahead and get right to the starting lineups as the Cubs try to even up the series, losing a very tough extra inning game last night 6-5. The starting lineups today are brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Cubs today, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Seiya Suzuki, the designated hitter, batting second. Alex Bregman batting third and playing third. Michael Busch at first base. Nico Horner in the number 5 spot. Horner at shortstop. The right fielder is Tyrone Taylor. Pedro Ramirez batting 7th and playing second base. Kevin Alcantara starting in left field and batting 9th and catching Miguel Amaya. Those are the Cubs. Here are the Mariners. Brendan Donovan leading off at third base. Randy Arozarena in left field. Dominic Canzone, the right fielder. Batting fourth, Julio Rodriguez. Rodriguez in center field. Josh Naylor at first. Taylor Ward is the designated hitter. The Mariners catcher is Cal Raleigh. Cole Young batting eighth and playing second base. And Leo Rivas is batting ninth and playing shortstop. We are just about set to go. 75 delightful degrees here in Seattle. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Back to get it underway, the Cubs and the Mariners. Right after this, you are listening to...
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're on. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd loves it. Down the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play at the plate. It's the swinging Friar. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
Popped up. Long run for McMahon and Wells. Who's going to get it? Wells slides and makes the play.
Nice. Oh, what a flip from Walsh to get the force at second base.
Swung on and a rocket to right. Leaping catch by Adele. Waldy has got it. Ryan Waldschmidt with another rolling grab in left field.
Nice play by Ellie De La Cruz. Tough backhand ranging to his right.
Diving stop third by Freeman. Pops up and makes a great throw. What a play by Freeman down at third.
Right center field. Bateman coming on and it makes a sliding catch.
The Rockets are right. Coming in. Roden with the dive, and Roden is able to make that play.
Fly ball to right field. To the corner goes Fernando. At the wall. He leaps it. Fernando! Yeah! Makes the grab!
Whites, white shirts and pants, navy blue caps, and numbers. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. The leadoff hitter is brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot, and it's Pete Crow Armstrong. If Pete gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $200 to service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Pete Crow Armstrong leads it off. Here's the first pitch by Cade Anderson, and it's popped in the air. The shortstop, Rivas, right near second, is calling and squeezing, and it's out number one.
Pete took a big rip at that first fastball. He was trying to ruin his debut and hit one out of here in the first pitch. He just missed. Hit one a mile in the air.
Zach Zabman just handed me a note. There's a late scratch. Brendan Donovan, the third baseman, is out. And it says Weston Wilson at third base. So scratch Donovan from the leadoff spot. Wilson will be in the leadoff position. 77 delightful degrees here in Seattle. Seiya Suzuki will wait and foul it away. Ron Cade Anderson, big tall left-hander, 6'2", 180, 22 years old, has to have some butterflies in his system.
Well, there's no doubt. He's, first big league start, after a very good career at LSU and great year in AA this year.
There is the strike.
It's a four-pitch pitcher. Fastball, everything over the top. Fastball, and it's firm, mid-90s, low to mid-90s, and but he can touch the mid-90s. Fastball, curveball, changeup, slider.
This pitch is down low for a ball.
The one thing that I noticed that he does for a young pitcher is he pitches inside to the right-handed hitter. That is a good sign.
Former college star at LSU delivers. This ball is popped in the air. Foul. Over near the stands is Naylor. Does he have a play? No. That ball actually was catchable. There's quite a bit of room of foul territory in this ballpark, more than the average. And between the bases and the dugouts on either side, Ron, you've got about 70 feet of space.
Yep, it's everything in this park, I would say, is set up for the pitcher. And today, here in another 20 minutes or so, it's really going to be a pitcher's atmosphere because the shadows are going to be a problem. As it's the shadows are engulfing the home plate area.
2-2 to Sega. Line down the right field line. Long run, Canzone makes the catch. Soft line drive the other way. Canzone angling over, made a running catch near the line. And Suzuki is out, number 2. And the batter is Alex Bregman. I believe Zach Zaidman has handed us a new lineup for Seattle.
It's good timing.
I've seen better.
Yeah.
Here is Alex Bregman taking high for a ball. And it would appear that almost every single guy is different from the original lineup. So one of the joys of being a play-by-play man. Here comes the 1-0 pitch on the way to Bregman. It's taken high. Alex put on a good show last night with a pair of home runs, hiking his total to 18 for the year. It's his third multi-homer in a Cub uniform, multi-homer game. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Did you have any theories about facing a kid you were seeing for the very first time and he happened to be a very top prospect?
Yeah, I would want to know and try to do the best to see what his velocity was and what his fastball did and what his out pitch was. And for Anderson, he's got a couple of them, no doubt. But I would take pitches early in my first at bat or so.
This ball is popped up foul over near the Mariner first base dugout and out of play.
Because my reasoning being, Pat, is I would want to make sure he's throwing strikes. You know, when you're in first big league start, you know, the adrenaline rush of taking the mound is massive. And it's tough to get that under control. So, but he has done a good job. The Cubs have come out swinging against him, that's for sure.
No score, just underway. 2 down, bases empty. Here's a drive down the left field line, curling and going foul. It did not have home run distance. Both of Bregman's homers last night went to left. One was right down the line in the first inning. The second one was a game-tying homer in the top of the 9th inning. It's a straightaway left. The 2-2. Hit foul off to the right, out of play.
First inning powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
I'm almost laughing looking at this new lineup they have handed me. The 2-2 pitch chopped slowly toward third and foul. Giving it a quick glance, Ron, it looks like the only player who's in the same spot that I wrote down about 2 hours ago would be the number 9 hitter, Leo Rivas, the shortstop.
Oh, well, that'll make your book look really good when it's done.
Or not. The other 8 are all different. We're live.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Cade Anderson in his big league debut. After a half, Cubs nothing, and the Mariners coming up on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This Bosch 2-in-1 impact driver rules.
Oh, yeah!
That couldn't have been
Macho Man Randy Savage indeed. Yeah, a.k.a. You're in a Bosch. I'm a macho.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. Wow! And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held onto the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face when he really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hat. That's pretty nice. Yeah, take a bow. All right, absolutely.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Here's Kobe Mayo to start. You're trying to beat McClanahan, who's 7-0 lifetime against Baltimore.
How about Mayo? Doesn't matter where he bats, he'll demolish it. Deep over the wall in left field. Wow! That ball was absolutely punished. Number 16 on the season for Kobe Mayo.
Goodness gracious. Did you hear how loud that was? That ball was absolutely scorched.
468 feet.
Absolute bomb.
By Bosch Power Tools, feel like a Bosch. I like in this game with Peterson, Patrick, I really think Peterson's going to get a lot of ground balls, and he's going to make a very big impact on this lineup today. And Cubs are going to win a ball game. That is my prediction today.
Deep fly ball to left center off the bat of Arozarena, and it's a home run. Randy Arozarena hits the first pitch for a home run, and Seattle leading 1-0.
Still a lot of baseball left. Hold on, folks. Yep.
Arozarena with his 18th of the year, and Seattle off to a 1-0 lead. Big crowd on hand. We had a gigantic audience last night, 46,000 plus. May not have quite that many today, but it's up there. And now Dominic Canzone swings and misses. Canzone, left-handed batting right fielder. Pitch by Peterson, tapped slowly up along first. Peterson will glove it and shovel it nicely to Bush. Very good play by the Cub pitcher. Ran over and showed great athletic ability, Ron, to avoid running into the base runner. He kind of went to the line and then ran toward first and shoveled the ball. Never touched it with his bare hand.
Yeah, that's big-time play. Those are plays you don't teach. That's somebody that's done that on his own, playing flips when he was a kid, playing maybe first base as a lefty as a kid, and Peterson with a great play to get the first out of the inning. 1-0 Seattle, bottom of the first for Julio Rodriguez. Julio takes inside for a ball. See, that was that ground ball I was talking about.
Yes,
one
sir.
pitch a little late,
yeah,
but, my bad.
Better late than never, Ron. You've always said that. 1-0 on Rodriguez. There's a strike. Now the count 1-1. Rodriguez 1 for 5 in the series opener. The shadows are going to be a factor early in the game. Right now the plate is in the shade, but 95% of the field is in bright sunshine. The left field corner is shaded. All of foul territory on the third base side is in the shade. Here's the 1-2 popped up foul, but soon, Ron, that shadow line will move out toward the mound, and when it gets to be about halfway between the mound and the plate, that becomes an issue.
It's going to be a real problem here coming up. There is no doubt about that, and it's going to be tough to hit breaking pitches and off-speed pitches here in another, 10 minutes or so.
We just received a brand new lineup card from the media relations people for Seattle.
It's a good time for it in the bottom of the first.
I'll be darned. This says, here is the lineup for tomorrow's game.
Yeah. I
didn't expect that.
Double dipping this today and tomorrow. Okay.
3-2 on Julio
How's your book
Rodriguez.
looking right about now?
Not good. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. A run in on the home run by Arozarena. Last night it was Pete Crow Armstrong who led off the game with a home run for the Cubs. And here's Josh Naylor. Naylor, a .268 hitter, left-handed batter. Naylor will take ball 1. Seattle with a walk-off win in last night's game. Their 10th of the year. Fastball strike, good pitch. The Cubs have the most walk-off wins of any big league team this year, 13. At Wrigley Field, the Cubs have walked off a win. Here's the 1-1. There's the strike. 1-2 to Naylor.
Back-to-back sinkers to Naylor. Great pitches, hit the bottom of the zone. 92 miles an hour. Speed gun powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Naylor takes just outside. In fact, it is a strike. A delayed call by Ryan Blakeney, and that's strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for David Peterson. We've played 1. The Mariners lead 1-0 on the home run by Randy Arozarena. And the second inning is right around the corner on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Well, Tony going to try and make Feltner pay for that free pass.
Swings and hammers it deep right center field. Way back it goes. There it is, number 30 for Shohei Ohtani. And the Dodgers lead it.
U.S. News and World.
Shot to the upper deck, caught by that fan right there. Nice grab.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there it goes.
Well, she's only doing what she sees them do all the time. Oh, nice grab.
That's a
Fight
really
back.
good grab.
She says, well, let me have it. Let me have it, Dad. Thanks. Well, here it goes.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Put the ball on the ground his first time. He rips this one to right center field. That's down to the gap all the way to the wall. Sprint to third by Jordan. Wave is on. Ellie, relay to the plate. It's there. It is out. What a throw. A dynamite relay.
Well, as a third base coach, you have to understand that Ellie De La Cruz is going out there and he has some kind of arm. Look at that laser beam to the dish.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Michael Busch will lead off this second inning. Nico Horner to follow, and then Tyrone Taylor. Lefty to lefty, swing and a miss.
I can promise you one thing, partner. This scorecard is not going to the Hall of Fame.
I think it will end up in the round bin.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way to Michael Busch. He chops one foul toward first.
You and I have actual score books that, you have lots of games in them. And, your book's going to have at the end of the year. Did the Cubs only play? Did they play one game short? Nope. It was just a 2-game series against Seattle, as far as the book says.
0-2 on the left-handed batting Michael Busch. Check swing on a breaking ball. No swing. It is a swing. And the catcher Raleigh picks up the ball and throws to first. Kind of a delayed call. The home plate umpire, Blakeney, had to appeal down to Brennan Miller, the third base umpire, and then Miller said, yes, he did swing, and then the throw took place, and the out was recorded at first. So it's a strikeout, and the putout goes 2-3. One away in the second inning. Nico Hoerner, the batter.
Yeah, we never did get a side angle to see if Bushy swung. No argument from Michael, but that is nothing unusual. Shadows now, Patrick, are going to be tough. It's halfway to the pitcher's mound. It's going to be very tough to pick up breaking pitches.
Yeah, that ball comes out of the sunshine, and on the last fraction of a second, it dips into the shade. And you've mentioned, and I've heard from a lot of other people, it's when it's about halfway between the mound and the plate that it's the most difficult. Here's a swing and a fly ball to center. Should be playable for Rodriguez. And that's out number 2. Hoerner is retired, and the batter is Tyrone Taylor. Would you notice a guy would work differently when he knew he had the light shadow advantage?
No doubt. And I think you want to get on the attack more, you know, and if you could throw breaking stuff, or especially like the straight change off your fastball, it's just tough to pick that up.
First pitch to Tyrone Taylor is a strike. Tyrone did not play in the series opener. The left-hander Cade Anderson brings it, and that's outside.
Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Rodriguez playing straight away. Everybody fairly deep. The ball's going to carry. It did last night. It's going to today because of the warm weather.
Anderson pitched at LSU. He was part of a national championship team in 2025. In fact, he was named the College World Series Most Outstanding Player in 2025, helping the LSU Tigers to win their 8th national title. They've been a real powerhouse in college baseball for years.
Yeah, they really have.
Anderson, born in the small town of Slidell, Louisiana. Here's a pitch inside, and Tyrone Taylor will draw the walk and become the Cubs' first base runner of the game.
Anderson tries a little dart fastball inside. It's pretty straight. When he throws inside to the righties, the fastball's got a lot on it. It's a four-seamer and missed the corner inside.
Pedro Ramirez, the batter, batting right-handed, and he'll take inside for a ball. Pedro, nothing for 4 last night. He's really played well, Ron, in part-time duty, and that's hard for any player, especially a young guy who's accustomed to playing every single day. He swings and misses. He got fooled on a breaking ball. 1-1.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, you're in the minor leagues. You're, you know, one of the top players on the team. Then you come to Chicago, and you know you're getting, you know, 3, 4, 5 days in between games played.
Swing and a miss. Breaking ball fooled him. 2-2.
See those last 2 breaking balls. Ramirez with check swings. You see the ball in the sun, and then it goes into the shadow. You just can't follow the break of the ball. Tough to see.
I would imagine he'll see another breaking ball right now. How about you?
Absolutely.
Short lead at first by Tyrone Taylor. Cubs trail 1-0 second inning. There's a fastball high. He showed him the hard one. It's now 2-2. Anderson went to high school in Covington, Louisiana. First round pick, 3rd overall by the Mariners in the 25 draft. Here's a swing and a smash foul off to the right, out of play. Seattle hoping that a guy like Cade Anderson can lead them into glory. They've never played in a World Series, and this has been a franchise since 1977. Fastball is inside. The Mariners are going to challenge that call.
Catcher's challenge didn't call a
ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. See where this one's at.
And it was a good call by Blakey inside, so the Mariners lose one of their challenges. Full count, traveling time for the runner Taylor at first. 1-0 Seattle. Second inning. And the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's that breaking ball, and the sun and shadows playing havoc with the Cub hitters, at least for the time being. Cubs don't score, leave 1, middle of inning number 2. Mariners 1, Cubs nothing on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests and more on your way home.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Oh, Crochet goes down awkwardly on the mound.
He caught the ball in the hat. So whose ball is it? It's a good question. I'm going to have to ask that lady from Philly.
Meanwhile, out in the Cove, it's going to sort of check and see what the score is.
It's all Rizzo jersey trying to make the playoff. Could it be? Oh, Rizzo had it.
He literally hit it right to him. Wow, that's why I'm retired, is what he just said.
It is gone! Second home run of the night for Miguel Vargas.
4 hits tonight. He was a triple shy of the cycle, but a home run in my world's better than a triple.
Here's a ground ball the other way. Mason Wynn with a dive. Can he throw it? What a play! How did he do that?
I don't know. I put about 5 stars by that one. It was that good.
I don't have enough ink in my pen.
He was awfully impressive. It was just the fastball early to get the punch out. 7 innings, 4 hits, 8 Ks, and not 1 walk. Domination. Outstanding yet again.
What a performance by Brandon Pfaadt. 7 shutout with 7 strikeouts and no walks here in Atlanta.
He looks like he didn't even sweat out there. Executed every pitch.
There's Hammered to left. That ball is out of here. On to the train tracks, and the Astros walk off the Mariners. They win it 10-7 in 10.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Strike. He's the DH for the Mariners today. And the pitch. Lifted foul off to the right and out of play. And Ron, we talked about that shadow line. Right now it's at about the worst possible place, I would think, for a hitter, about halfway between the mound and the plate.
Yeah, ball's coming out of the sun and right into the shadow. Tough to pick up movement on any pitch.
Would you shorten your swing a little bit in these spots?
Yeah, you really got to make sure you don't get much movement with your head. As soon as your head starts moving, you're done.
Swinging a foul back, still 1-2.
You know, having a very, still head when you hit is important, but in a situation like this, it's vital, or else you're just not going to pick up the ball.
Here's a chopper foul. That ball dribbles over toward the Cubs' third base dugout area. Lots of Cub fans here. You could tell that last night whenever the Cubs would hit a home run or make a nice defensive play. At least 50% of the fans are Cub fans. And the 1-2. Fastball is up and away. Just reading about the Mariners and the fact that they've never been in a World Series. Boy, did they come close last autumn. Here's a drive foul out of play. Probably a lot of baseball fans forget that Toronto, the team that eventually made it into the World Series before losing to the Dodgers, Toronto played Seattle in the American League Championship Series. Fastball is high. And what I had forgotten, Ron, The first 2 games were in Toronto, and Seattle won both of those games.
How about that?
So they're up 2-0. They come home for 3 games with a chance to go to their first ever World Series. They lose the first 2 home games, so now all of a sudden it's 2-2. Seattle did win Game 5, but then they lost the final 2 in Toronto. Another heartbreak for them. Here's a high fly ball to center. Playable for PCA. Drifting toward right center, makes the catch. I like the way Pete held up the glove to use it as a block for the Sun, and just kind of drifting, all under control. And it was no problem at all. 1 down.
Yeah, you wonder if there's going to be a ball hit here in the next half hour or so that is going to be in the sun. It looks like that center field area is the problem area. I love that Suzuki ran all the way over to center just in case Pete was having an issue with that ball.
Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground, past a diving Bregman. Base set for Cal Raleigh. The big catcher had a big 3-run home run in last night's game. And he singles sharply to left with 1 away here in the second. 1-0, Seattle leading, and the batter is Cole Young.
Now, in talking with the people from Seattle yesterday before the game, they were talking about Raleigh coming out of the World Baseball Classic, not having many at-bats, and then being hurt right away in the season this year. That pitch misses wide. He had that oblique thing and tried to play through it, and that didn't work out at all. And then it continued to bother him. Then he hurt something else, and he has never been able to get on track. It looks like right now his swing is much better.
High pop fly off the bat of Cole Young, playable. Right side for the second baseman Ramirez, over near the first base line, making the catch. And that's out number 2. Seattle on top 1-0, and the batter now is Weston Wilson. Weston is the guy that was added to their original lineup.
Couldn't have just put him in a leadoff spot, though, could they?
That's way too simple, Ron. This is no time for logic. Here's a pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. See, it's my fault. I write in pen.
Yeah, me too.
I put the Cubs in blue ink, the visiting team in red ink, flare pens in case anyone's interested. I doubt that they are. Here's a pitch inside the count, 1-1.
Very descriptive.
But you know, you kind of get into a rhythm of having that. And then in the first inning, once the game is already underway, oh, by the way, gang, we've got to change. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss.
The Mariners just announced that the reason Donovan was a late scratch, he was hit in the head in batting practice, and he's being evaluated as we speak. So that's why it was such a late announcement by Seattle.
Well, that does sound like a fairly serious thing, so we hope he's not hurt badly. Weston Wilson waiting for the 1-2 from David Peterson. And it's a little dribbler back toward the mound. The throw will go to first, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, a man left. We go to inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the Cubs nothing on the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
Oh, no, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He said, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. And I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff, and ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson, and that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
What a performance by Sonny Gray tonight.
1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 7 innings, and boy, was he efficient. Just put on a pitching clinic.
Joey Cantillo, when he pitches like tonight, gives you reason to dream. Went 6 innings of 1-hit baseball. Walked 3, struck out 7, allowed 1 run.
Left center field. Tolbert dives, and he got it.
Takes the perfect angle. Great speed, great athleticism, able to dive and land directly on his chest. That's a highlight reel catch if I've ever seen one.
Reed Detmer's incredibly good tonight. 8 innings, 2 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts, and no runs.
It is gone! It is gone! It is gone! 3 homers for Baez. Major League history at Wrigley Field.
Native of Seattle, and I always think a lot about him when we come back here. And invariably, it leads to some laughter.
Yes, it does.
0-1 on Kevin Alcantara, and a pitch on the way, and it's in there for a called strike.
A little backdoor slider hit the outside corner, and this was the thing about Anderson that we read about, saw in Double-A, and you wondered if he was going to be able to do that here. And that is throw all his pitches for strikes and move the ball around the strike zone with different pitches, and he's been able to do that so far.
Alcantara getting a chance to start today. Big day for him. Swings and misses. That might be the best fastball we've seen from Cade Anderson, Ron. That had some giddy up on it.
Yeah, that was 95 miles an hour up and away. That one has a little bit of movement, but good carry, and Alcantara swings through it.
1 away, 3rd inning. And the batter, Miguel Amaya, he'll take low and inside from the left-hander Cade Anderson in his big league debut. He's one of the top pitching prospects in all of baseball, not just Seattle. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Amaya drives one in the air to left. Pretty well hit. Back goes Arozarena near the wall at the fence. Looking up. A leaping catch by Arozarena. He took a home run away from Miguel Amaya.
Wow. That ball's over the left field wall, and he goes up. He gets to the wall early, goes over the wall, and pulls that ball back. I remember plays like that years ago for this Mariners team, and his name was Ken Griffey Jr. That's what it looked like.
Wow. The wall is about 9 feet high, so any big leaguer with any jumping ability can easily jump up and reach up above the barrier. And he stole a home run from Miguel Amaya. What a play. 2 down, and here's Pete Crow Armstrong. Crowd still buzzing after that play by Randy Arozarena. PCA will take inside for a ball. 2-0.
3rd inning brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people who stand in your corner wherever you go.
Now the 2-0. Pulled on the ground to second. Scooped up by Young. Throw to first in time. Cubs go 1-2-3. Arozarena gets another standing ovation as he runs in from left field. We're in the middle of the 3rd inning. It's the Mariners 1 and the Cubs nothing on the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
a tradition of excellence over 150 years.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
What's the matter with Johnson? Got a toothache or something. Wait a minute, he lost a tooth. He lost a tooth. The legend of Randy Johnson.
He throws so hard that his teeth out.
Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? Well, quit doing it then. He picked something off the ground.
Yeah.
I think a tooth fell out. Put it under your pillow at the Sheridan tonight.
And there it is. 8 spectacular innings from the big Texan. Braxton Ashcraft, standing ovation.
It's another 30 home run season for Shohei. An absolute blast into the Dodger bullpen in deep right center field.
A rally in the ninth, and Witt drops a single in front of the left fielder, and the winning run comes home. 4-3, Royals win it.
Ties a major league record for largest margin of victory in a shutout in the modern era.
The Brewers rout the Mariners by a final of 22-0. They tie a franchise record with 22 runs.
Fernando went up over the right field wall and took a grand slam away. Of all the robberies he's ever made, this one is the best.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Inning gets underway, 1-0 Mariners lead. Here's a swing and a miss. The other umpires, Ben May at first, Chris Conroy at second, and Brennan Miller over at third. The announcement of the umpire sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Here comes the 1-1. Inside, we're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game as we move along. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. 46,000 were here last night. We're going to be close to that figure again today. I'll say 44,544. 44544. Here's the 3-1. Bouncing ball to second base, scooped up by Ramirez. He'll throw to first in time, and that's out number 1.
Okay. I will say 43,000.
I'm going to say 45,000, guys.
Arozarena, the batter, homered and made a great defensive play, so he's been the star of the early chapters of today's story. And he takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, and it's inside for a ball. One of the great things, Ron, about being a big league baseball announcer is some of the plays and some of the drama and the unforgettable moments that you see.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of a play I saw in this city in the old ballpark, the Kingdome in Seattle.
Yep.
And it involved two of the best athletes that I've ever seen in the game, Ken Griffey Jr. and Robin Yount of Milwaukee. And I just wanted to share that one because it is such an unforgettable play. One of the best plays, that I've ever seen.
Right.
Robin was batting. The Kingdome had an artificial turf, so it was very bouncy. There's a ball hit foul. And Robin hits this deep drive into right center. Griffey could not catch it. It short hopped the wall and bounced about 15 feet high in the air. Griffey is waiting for the ball to come down. By the time it hits the wall, Robin is rounding first. He sees this kangaroo bounce. Here is ball 4 to erase Arozarena. And he's at first with one away. 1-0 Seattle leading. So Griffey is waiting for this ball to come down. Robin turns on the Jets. He's between first and second. He's thinking 3 bases, clearly.
Right.
Griffey kind of glances at him and then gets his feet in order. He catches the ball and throws all the way on the fly from the warning track in right center all the way to third base. An absolute strike about knee-high to either Edgar Martinez or Mike Blowers. I can't remember who was playing third, but it was a 350-foot throw.
How about that?
And, I mean, a strike. Robin dove in headfirst out on a bang-bang play. Wow. And the crowd just, they were stunned at what they had just seen. And this is probably 1991 or 1992. It's still vivid in my mind as just an incredible baseball play.
How about that? The one thing when you watch Griffey play, and I played against him from the time I was drafted till the time my career ended, he could do things on a baseball field that you really didn't see other people do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, he had a great swing. The arm was incredible. Getting the ball in the outfield. How many plays did they show of highlights of him going over a wall and pulling balls back, home runs? Incredible player. Really nice guy, too. Junior and I have known him a long time.
But the other guy involved in the play, Robin Yount, also a fantastic athlete. And just watching him with those long strides, chewing up the distance between bases. And I knew he was going to try for 3. He was an aggressive player. And, you know, Griffey's the only guy in the world that could have thrown him out, which he did. But Robin with a dramatic head-first slide into third and a close play, and really just a stunning baseball play.
Yeah. I bet you there was nobody more shocked in the ballpark than Robin.
Probably.
You know?
2-2. Lefty to lefty. Dominic Canzone fouls it away off to the left out of play.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Now, I know you had one of your very special big league moments at the Kingdome in Seattle.
I did, yeah.
Here comes the 2-2 from Peterson. Canzone swings and misses, strike 3. Before Rodriguez steps in, we pause 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams. We are 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR-FM and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
With Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes in Seattle, Zach Zaidman working alongside. Floyd Glazer is our engineer at the controls. We all thank you for joining us. It's 1-0 Seattle. Bottom of the third with 2 down. Arozarena now taking his biggest lead. He might be moving here. He's not running. And the pitch swung on and missed by Julio Rodriguez. Thanks to Floyd Glazer for delivering some refreshments.
What might those be for you, partner?
It's a singular refreshment. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Arozarena almost got picked off. But I think Floyd Glazer, our engineer, he delivered a hot dog. And it was not requested. So it certainly will not be paid for.
There's a comment to be made there, but I'm gonna take a pass on that one.
Yeah. The stretch for the 0-2. Floyd, did you go out and pay for this? I'll get your answer later, like maybe tomorrow. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rodriguez is out number 3. We go to inning number 4, 1-0 Mariners over the Cubs on The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio.
Grounded sharply. What a backhand. Key Brian Hayes takes it away.
Electric defense at the hot corner.
Another one stopped by Betts on a dive. The throw from his knees. The pick from Freddie. The Dodger defense dazzling in Denver.
Clark's on the run. Got a good jump. Max Clark makes the catch. Crashing into the fence in front of the bullpens. One of the most gifted young outfielders in baseball.
Haven't they gotten the scouting report? Benj notches another one.
2-in-1 inning for Carson Benj. Are you kidding me? Stop running on him.
To the right side. Diving stop made by Clemens. From his knee throws him out. Run-saving play. Cody Clemens with a brilliant diving stop to his right.
Towards the middle. At second. What a grab by Henderson. What a throw by Gunnar Henderson. Unbelievable in the middle of the diamond.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits two defenders and makes a great grab. The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch? Make way for Batman. People would love this if we did Lady and the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake. Carson Benj with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena! Superman catch! What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it! Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon.
How about that?
11-1. Bryce Harper with a 3-run shot, number 26 on the year. Rays on top of the Orioles, 1-0, bottom of the fourth.
Seiya Suzuki will lead off the Cubs' fourth inning, Zach, and take a strike. What else you got?
The A's on top of the Astros, 1-0 after 3 innings of play. Bo Bichette with a solo shot for the Mets. They're on top of the White Sox, 4-1. Top of the third on the south side. Bichette with 14 home runs this year.
Suzuki hits one in the air, shallow left center. Racing in and playing it on a bounce is Rodriguez, the center fielder. I thought Rodriguez would be charging that one much more aggressively than he was. I guess it landed quite a bit in front of him. But had he sprinted, Ron, I think he could have come a lot closer to that ball than he actually did. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if he didn't pick the ball up well. I'm not sure. But, yeah, didn't look like he was at a dead sprint going after that ball.
Here's Alex Bregman. That's a base hit for Suzuki. The crowd booing. I don't think they're booing Rodriguez as much as the fact that that's the first Cubs hit of the game. And they wanted to see Cade Anderson throw some no-hit ball. That will not happen. Bregman swings and misses, and the count 0-2.
Fourth inning sponsored by Access One, Chicago technology partner for managed IT, cybersecurity, business phone systems, and internet services. Access One.
Bregman pops it up, fouled. It's going to be playable for Naylor. Naylor, the big burly first baseman, makes the catch in foul territory, and that's out number 1. 1-0 Mariners lead. The batter is Michael Busch.
Well, the shadow now past the mound. So just one good step past the mound, it's back to sunshine. But the mound and home plate in the shade might be a little bit better for the hitters.
Lefty to lefty. There's a strike. You're going through the order now, Ron, for the second time. As a veteran hitter, if you were in that lineup, what types of things would you try to have learned in your first plate appearance against the guy making his major league debut?
I would be ready to hit now. I would not be taking a lot of pitches. He's not, he's walked one guy through the first 12 guys. And that was, a misfire inside by a couple inches for the only walk.
Busch swings and misses at a bender.
But early in my at-bat, I would be looking for a certain, probably for me, I'd be looking for a fastball early in my at-bat. And if I got a first pitch, I'd be ready to hit it.
Rodriguez, the center fielder, is shaded over toward left center. There's a big gap in right center for Bush. And the pitch to Michael is down low. 50 pitches now, 5-0 for Cade Anderson. With one away in the fourth inning, you know they're keeping a close tab on his pitch count. As valuable as he is. There's strike three called. Bush caught looking. Strikeout number 4 for Cade Anderson.
Little high slider to Michael Bush. This ball starts out well up and comes in. It crosses Michael about just high, and Anderson gets the call on the high slider.
Two down. Nico Horner, the batter, and the pitch. Nico takes a strike. This kid can bring it.
Yep. That was 94, but it's very straight, his fastball. But that's my point. If you get that first heater, you got to go ahead and let her rip.
The set for the 0-1. Off speed, low and away, 1-1. Suzuki still at first. Being held by Naylor. And now the 1-1. Swing and a foul back. Nico took a very big swing and fouled it straight back. Now he just wants to put it in play.
Got a big hole on the right side of the diamond.
And the 1-2 to Nico. Fisted foul down the right field side. Cubs' consecutive road series winning string is on the line today after losing the opener last night. They've won 9 consecutive road series, going back to June in San Francisco when they lost 2 out of 3. There's a check swing foul. This time Suzuki was on the run, and he'll retreat to first.
Anderson didn't pay much attention, or hasn't been, to Suzuki, and he took off on first movement.
A ball and 2 strikes on Nico. Now the pitch by Anderson. Ground ball toward the middle, scooped up by Rivas. Underhand feed to Young. There's the force. That's the inning. Cubs got a leadoff single from Suzuki, but nothing else. In the middle of the fourth inning, it's 1-0 Mariners on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Raines, who pops it up. Lopez fires his mask right into the gut of Tim Raines. Injury to Insel.
Now you got to laugh to keep from crying. Oh! Oh. Oh, that got me. Oh, was that funny? I know it's not funny, but he's all right.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
Reynolds backing up on this ball and misplays it.
Well, I don't know what happened to Reynolds there. He badly misjudged that ball. He moved back.
That's outstanding. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, Garrett. That's a lot of work.
Adames lost the bat and nearly took out Luis Ariza in the on-deck circle in so doing.
That's great. Umpire comes in, no catch, no catch. Camaro's like, sure I did. See? That's great. 22-year-old having fun.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
That's exactly right.
How about that run? 96 RBIs on the 22nd of August for a rookie ball player.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Wow. Josh Naylor leads it off here in the bottom of inning number 4 against David Peterson. It's 1-0 Seattle. Ground ball to first, fair. Nice sliding stop by Bush. From foul territory, underhand feed to Peterson on the bag. Nice play by Michael Bush.
Excellent play by Michael. As you said, Pat, sliding into foul territory. Makes the catch. Ball goes right over the bag. Good play by Michael. Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app.
One away, Taylor Ward, the batter. He rolls one out to short. Horner up with it, comes up throwing to get him, and that's out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning, and the batter is Cal Raleigh.
And another ground ball. Peterson with that 2-seamer. It's been working. See if he can continue that.
Raleigh had a base hit his first time. Belted 60 home runs a year ago. Here's the pitch on the way, taken high for a ball.
Well, you think about a guy hitting 60 home runs as a catcher in the big leagues.
Nobody had ever done it before.
No.
No catcher had ever done it before. Johnny Bench, of course, had some great home run hitting seasons. I think Johnny topped out at 48 one year. There is a strike. But it's such a physically demanding position. If you catch every day, you've got to be worn out by about July until the end of the year. Here comes the 1-1. Especially in the hot weather towns, Ron, and you're playing in that heat and humidity.
What do you think Cincinnati, where they played on the turf all the time, how hot it is there? You know, it's the guy that I used to marvel at all the time when I was playing was Pudge Rodriguez, playing in Texas, and you know, like Johnny Oates and some of those managers back then. You know, he would play 155, 157 games.
Ooh. Both ends of doubleheaders.
Yeah, I mean, he would play all the time and catch, and it was amazing in that heat.
Swing a smash foul. Randy Hundley was called upon to catch, I think, something like 156 or 57 games one year by Leo DeRocher, which, looking back at it, seems absurd.
Yeah, it makes no sense. But, you know, the thing about Pudge Rodriguez when he was doing that, he was always in the MVP voting. He's one of the, one of the better offensive players in the game, too. Amazing.
I remember Randy Hundley telling me, as a catcher for the Cubs, you better get as much offense done in the first half of the year because you're going to be dog tired in the final 2 months, and you're just not going to be able to hit as well as you did early in the year.
Yeah, you don't have your legs underneath you. First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
1-0 Seattle, bottom of the 4th. And the 3-2 pitch fouled away. Look out right next to us.
You're getting closer. I thought I was going to have a play. That was...
Might have gone into the Mariner radio booth. Here's the 3-2. Check swing. Did he go? No swing. Boy, that was close. Ben May at first said no swing. I'd like to see that one again.
Yeah. Apparently they're not going to show us. Spent all that time doing these other graphics. The game doesn't matter. Cole Young, the batter, left-handed hitter. Young will dribble one foul at the plate. Raleigh not a base-stealing threat at first. Randy Arozarena led off the first inning for the Mariners with a home run, and that is the only run of the game. The left-hander Peterson coming back 0-1 to Cole Young. Bouncing ball to second, scooped up by Ramirez, throws to first in time. Peterson pitching well. Let's see if the Cubs can get some runs and get him a win today. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment. After 4, Mariners 1, Cubs nothing on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah. They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
High chopper, he fields, comes home. Strong throw, got him at the plate. Diving play by Horner.
Beautiful play at short by Nico.
Sliding play by McKinstry. Here comes the throw by Ben.
Hey, got him at the plate.
Barehanding Walls, and he throws him out on the run. Beautifully done. Williams throws to first. Phenomenal play by Aleko Williams. Wow. Going all out to first. Got him. Another electric play from Matt McClain.
And a jumping grab by Paulie at third base.
Nice play from Graham. To his feet, throw to first in time. Connor Norby has dazzled over at second base.
And Estiari makes the catch. Full extension dive to the backhand on a dead sprint.
Oh, what a diving stop by Mazzana. Comes up throwing, and he gets Machado. Dives, and he got it.
What a play by Tyler Tolbert. Absolutely robbing Guzman.
Lane just makes a great play running back right there.
And he is out at second base. Harry Ford delivers. And Lindor's cut down for the first out.
In his major league debut, has given up just one hit, a bloop single, Seiya Suzuki in the fourth. Tyrone Taylor digs in, right-handed batter, and the pitch is up high for ball one. Anderson has 5 strikeouts. Lefty-righty matchup. Here's the kick and pitch. And misses up high. 2-0 the count.
I think both starting pitchers have benefited from the conditions today with the sun, this midday game in the shadows. It's been very difficult for the hitters to see the ball, especially after about the first half hour of the ball game.
Taylor hits a pop fly out of play. Just to the left of us.
Only 3 hits in the ball game. The first pitch of the game that Peterson threw, Arozarena hit it out of the park, and only 2 more hits since for either club.
Taylor fouls this back off the screen. So 2-2 the count.
Anderson's been impressive, though. He's thrown all his pitches for strikes. He's got the ability to expand the zone, and throw that pitch down out of the zone when he's ahead. He's looked very good so far.
Now the 2-2. That's low and inside. A changeup that missed. So Taylor's worked a full count. Taylor reached base in the second. He drew a walk. First base runner to reach for the Cubs today. Now the pitch. That's low, ball 4. Taylor draws his second walk of the ball game, and the Cubs have the tying run on base.
Well, Taylor didn't chase a couple balls inside. Good at bat for Taylor, and the Cubs with good speed at first. Coming in live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Pedro Ramirez digs in. Coombs, switch hitter, batting from the right side against the left-hander Anderson. Taylor with good speed at first, being held on by Naylor. Throw to first. Taylor gets back standing up. No tag applied by Naylor. Walks of Cubs batters, sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. 1-0 Mariners. No one out here in the top of the fifth. Taylor goes. The pitch is inside, no throw. And a stolen base for Tyrone Taylor. And the Cubs now have the tying run in scoring position.
Good jump by Taylor. He goes right away, and that's one of the things we've seen so far. At times, maybe Anderson doesn't pay attention to the guy at first. So a stolen base for the Cubs.
1-0 on Ramirez. Now the pitch. Up high. 2 balls and no strikes.
And that stolen base is sponsored by Turo, Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe with the Turo tires. Find yours at Turo.com.
Just the second steal this season for Taylor. He's at second, no one out. Now time called by Cal Raleigh, the catcher. He jogs out to the mound. At corner infielders walking to the hill as well. Now the entire Mariners infield will meet on the mound with Kate Anderson. This is the first time the Cubs have had a runner on second base. Do you think that's the reason?
Well, there's no reason to worry about what the signs are because you have the PitchCom device. The only I'm not quite sure what the deal is, but you know, I don't know if maybe Anderson shook his veteran catcher, and so now I don't want to throw that, and out he goes. Like I know you're a big prospect kid, but so I'm not quite sure. Could be a scouting report against Ramirez also.
Ramirez struck out swinging his first time up. Taylor at second. Now the 2-0. Ramirez bunts it up the third base line. This one rolls foul.
Like Cubs got a little unlucky there. That ball's bunted by Ramirez. It's a good bunt going down the line. It bounces, and in a second hop, if it hits directly in the grass, it's going to stay fair. It hit the lip of the grass going down the line, and because it hit the lip, it kicked the ball foul about 2 or 3 inches to the right, and that's going to be a base hit.
So Ramirez back in the box. 2-1 the count. Taylor at second base. No one out in the fifth. Cubs down 1. Anderson checks second. Now the kick and pitch. Ramirez swings and loops it foul out of play off to the right. 2-2.
All opponents pitching changes sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, leader in smart water, commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com.
Ramirez on the year hitting at .275. Anderson, the left-hander, is ready. Sets above the belt. Looks at second. He works his now a throw to second. There was no infielder near second base. Young, the second baseman, was way behind the bag and had to dart in to make the catch. And obviously Taylor got back safely. 2-2 the count on Ramirez. Anderson deals. Low and inside. Ramirez has worked a full count.
Cubs has done a good job of laying off that slider down and in. That has been a put-away pitch for Anderson in the minor leagues. Cubs have not chased that pitch.
Ramirez waits. The payoff pitch. And a ground ball base hit in the left. Taylor stops at third. And now the Cubs have men at the corners with no one out. And Kevin Alcantara will stand in.
And that's the deal. When you don't chase that slider down and in, you know, I would guess Anderson got a lot of punch outs on that pitch. And Ramirez did a good job laying off it, and then you get the changeup that's in the zone, and he hit a bullet between short and third.
Tying run at third base in Taylor. Ramirez at first. No one out, top 5. Seattle a 1-0 lead. Kevin Alcantara digs in. Lefty-righty matchup. Anderson delivers up high. 1-0 the count. Alcantara struck out swinging his first time up. Big hole on the right side of the infield. The 1-0. Alcantara hits a high fly ball deep right. Racing backhand zone. He has a play, makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Taylor. He scores as the throw is cut off, and the Cubs have tied up the ball game. Sacrifice fly, Kevin Alcantara. 1-1 Cubs and Mariners. Here in the 5th, Ramirez stays at first.
Get at bat for Alcantara. He gets this pitch up and away. I think it's a changeup up and out, and he just goes with it. Excellent swing. That's going to drive in a run. Game is tied.
Now Miguel Amaya stands in. He was robbed of a home run his last time up. The pitch. Amaya hits a high chop to third, fielded by Wilson. Throw to second. There's one on the first. There's two. Double play. And that ends the top half of the 5th inning. But not before the Cubs tie it up on the sacrifice fly by Kevin Alcantara. 1-1 Cubs and Mariners, middle 5 on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Matthew Boyd. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sidearm delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove. What an intelligent play by El Duque.
That reminds me of Terry Mulholland 12 years ago against the New York Mets.
And it's a good reminder for all you youngsters out there. If you're going to catch a glove with a ball wedged into it, use 2 hands like Tino Martinez did.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man.
Yeah.
That's the most
That's
important
a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, Can of Corn.
Easy fly ball.
Swing and a miss. He pumped it by him. That fastball hit triple digits at 100 miles an hour.
It certainly is Gavin's game, no doubt. Let him go out there and let him go. He needs to have a good one.
2-strike pitch. And he's out looking. Second strikeout for Gavin Williams. You mentioned he's hunting Dylan Cease, the leaderboard in the American League in strikeouts. Only Cease and Jacob Misiorowski have more double-digit strikeout games in the big rig this year. Oh, he tried to spoil one and could not get the bat on it. And that's a half dozen Ks through 3 for the big rig. 3-0 Guardians. Swing and a miss. Oh, strikeout number 10. He had to earn it. But he gets it and keeps the Giants off the board and keeps the Guardians in front. His 200th strikeout of the season.
By Kevin Alcantara. Weston Wilson will dig in. Right-handed hitting third baseman, the number 8 hitter in the order. David Peterson, the veteran left-hander, kicks and delivers. And Wilson looks at a ball low, a changeup that missed 1-0. Wilson, a late entry into the starting lineup for the Mariners. Brendan Donovan, the former Cardinal, originally in the lineup, as Wilson looks at a ball low and inside. 2-0 the count, but apparently in batting practice, Donovan got hit in the head with a baseball. So he's being evaluated as we speak, and Wilson, a late entry. Here's the pitch. Check swing and a pitch low on appeal. He went around 2-1 the count. Ben May, the first base umpire, pumping the right fist.
Yeah, you knew something drastic had to happen for the lineup to get changed just minutes before the ball game.
Line drive, base hit in the right center field for Wilson.
Wilson with a bullet the other way for a base knock. Sun's still an issue here at the ballpark. The left side of the diamond is pretty much in the shadows, but center field behind second base bag and all of center and right center are in right field or in the sun. And that hitting background in the sun still got to be an issue for the hitters.
Leo Rivas at the plate, throw to first. Diving back in safely is Wilson, who's got 5 stolen bases this year. Rivas, the switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Peterson. Bregman playing in off the third base bag. Now the pitch. Rivas shows bunt. He get hit? Yeah, he did.
Well, no swing. They appealed at first. And Craig Counsell coming out, and he said, did he bunt at it? And Craig Counsell is saying he did not bunt at the pitch at first base. And Craig Counsell can't believe that they didn't call us a strike. And now that you see the replay, he does pull the bat back as this pitch is coming, and he gets hit in the right hand, in the palm of the hand.
And Rivas is still down.
Yeah, that got him good. It got him in the right hand, the top hand of the hand that slides up the bat when you're going to bunt. He pulls the bat back, and it hit him just above the wrist in that pad part of your hand.
So Rivas being escorted to first base right now by manager Dan Wilson and a Mariners trainer. Craig Counsell back in the Cubs dugout after briefly arguing with the home plate and first base umpires.
Well, the only thing you can say is, what was the call? Did you appeal down? Did you make the call to attempt? Because if you're arguing balls and strikes, and that's what that would be, it's an immediate ejection. So he didn't use any magic words to get yourself kicked out and didn't say anything about the ball and strike call. So he stays in the game. That didn't work out that way yesterday, but he did stay in the game today.
Randy Arozarena looks at a strike, a slider that spins into the zone. 0-1 the count. And Counsell celebrated his 56th birthday yesterday by getting tossed from the game after arguing a balk call. Here's the 0-1. Arozarena chops one up the third baseline, fielded by running Bregman. Throw to first is not in time. The bases are loaded for the Mariners. Infield single, Randy Arozarena.
Now everything going right in this inning for the Mariners. Base hit by pitch on an attempted bunt, and now Arozarena hits a little dribbler up the third base line, a little rollover. Bregman does everything he can do to make a play on it, and Arozarena just outruns the play. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Now time called. Cubs pitching coach Tommy Hotovy heads out to the mound to talk to Peterson. The rest of the Cubs infield joins along. 1-1 game, Cubs and Mariners. No one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Seattle's got the bases loaded, and the number 2 hitter, Dominic Canzone, will stand in.
Now I'm going to guess that Cubs will probably play for 2 up the middle and play the corners in and see what you can do here. You got to try to stay away from the big inning.
Canzone is 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. Left-handed batter against the left-hander Peterson.
And that's exactly what Cubs are doing. They're playing for 2 up the middle and the corners, especially Bregman playing in.
Bases loaded, no one out. Here's the pitch. Canzone hits a ground ball on the right side, fielded by Ramirez to second for 1. Horner to first, not in time. A run scores as Wilson crosses home plate. Seattle takes the lead 2-1 over the Cubs. Moving to third on the play, Rivas.
Now this looks like a tailor-made double play. Ramirez playing deep, almost to the outfield grass, and the pull side ball's hit right at him, but not hit very hard. He has to come and charge this ball. And just because of how deep he was playing, he was unable, the Cubs, to turn a pair. And that's just one of those plays where 2 guys that can really outrun some plays and help the Mariners score a run.
Men at the corners, 1 down. Julio Rodriguez at the plate, and he looks at a fastball off the outside. 1-0. Rivas at third. Canzone at first. 2-1 Mariners. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rodriguez waits. Peterson kicks and delivers. That's a called strike, a slider that spins into the zone. 1-1. Rodriguez, a powerful right-handed batter. He struck out twice today against Peterson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Way through that one right past Rodriguez. That was a good fastball, 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer, top of the zone away.
So the count now 1-2 on Rodriguez. Peterson peers in, gets the sign from Amaya, straightens up, sets chest high. A long set. Now the pitch. Rodriguez whacks it foul out of play off to the right. 1-2.
Rodriguez still having a hard time catching up with Peterson's fastball. That one in a little more of a hittable spot, and he threw that one right by him. He hit it right over his own dugout down the first base line.
Rivas at third, Canzone at first. One down, 1-2 the count on Rodriguez. Peterson deals. Low and inside with a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Video board prompting the fans to get loud here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Roof open. Sunny day. Temperature in the mid-70s. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Peterson took something off that. Fooled Rodriguez. 2 away.
After some good fastballs, a slider, and then you go to the change. Rodriguez well out in front of this change. Perfect location by Peterson, down and away.
CUBS strikeouts by Cubs pitchers brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. So 2 down, men at the corners. A 2-1 lead for the Mariners. Josh Naylor, the cleanup man at the plate. Powerful left-handed batter. Peterson delivers. And Naylor looks at a sinker that misses. 1-0 the count. He was inside. Naylor's 0 for 2 today. Peterson deals. Low and outside. 2-0 the count on Naylor.
Here's where you got to watch out now. Naylor with some pop in his bat. He's got the count in his favor. This is where he'll cheat on a certain pitch.
Peterson a long set. Now the pitch. That one missed. Sinker. 3-0.
Yeah, pitch is down and in. Just missed the corner.
Rivas at third, Canzone at first. 2 away. 2-1 Mariners. Bottom 5. The 3-0 delivery. That's a called strike. And a sinker by Peterson. Naylor did not like the call. It was on the inside edge, about knee high. Naylor calls time, steps out of the box, adjusts the batting helmet. The count is 3-1. Peterson trying to limit the damage here. 2-1 Seattle. Peterson peers in, gets the sign from Amaya. He's ready. Sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. 3-2.
Good gas inside to Naylor. That's the spot to throw him, is keep that ball in. And that was an excellent pitch. Naylor was late on that fastball.
Lefty-lefty matchup. Full count. Men at the corners, 2 away here in the 5th. Bregman drops back. Now the pitch. Naylor swings and misses. Strike 3. Peterson gets him with a sinker. And that ends the 5th inning. Mariners leave 2, score 1. 2-1 Seattle as we head to the 6th. On the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Alex Bregman. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, Southwest Airlines here on why flying Southwest from Chicago just makes sense.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsey. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Problem now down the left field line is one of the carts looks like it ran out of gas. This is something out of Keystone Cops right here.
Michael Lorenzen might be in the market for a new glove. Chuck that one in the trash can.
Dropped it on the grass as the pitch was coming.
Nobody's out here to take it away. Whoops.
The bat even goes farther as a torpedo when it's thrown into the stands. Look at this.
How do you like that? Have you ever seen that before? It just disappeared.
I thought it might have been a home run.
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that it was that moment where like, wow, this is really something.
I think he's around 73 pitches, I believe, as the first pitch is a strike. Lefty to lefty, PCA swings and misses.
See what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yingling. Next generation of light beer. Yingling Flight. Cubs could use the ball in flight. I would guess with the Mariners warming up a right-hander, this would probably be his last hitter. Pete being left-handed.
Pete drives one in the air, deep right center field. Back goes Canzone to the wall. That ball is off the fence. It's going to be a double for Pete Crow Armstrong. And Canzone very fortunate, Ron. The ball hit the wall and bounced sharply back right to him. Otherwise, it would have been a triple.
Well, I think Canzone had a very hard time seeing this ball off the bat. Pete hits it a long way. Anderson throws this ball right down the middle, and it hits the yellow stripe at the top of the wall and stays in the park. So it'll be a leadoff double.
Two-bagger for Pete, just missed a home run. And the batter is Seiya Suzuki. 2-1 Seattle. Seiya pokes it foul off to the right, out of play.
Now, last half inning, the Mariners had a right-hander warming up. Pete leading off, you would think, they had a guy warmed up, ready to go to start the inning, and now they're not going to him. And he's ready to go.
Seiya will take low and inside for a ball. All of the infield now is in the shade. Right field and center field still in late afternoon sunlight. Suzuki in the game, 1 for 2. He'll take a fastball strike. 1-2. 78 pitches now for Cade Anderson in his big league debut. That alone is a stress factor that has to be measured. And now a pickoff throw to second, not in time.
Not quite sure why they're doing that. That's twice they've done it. And that has been just not a good look at all.
Now the lefty glancing back at Pete. And a pitch to Seiya, bounce to third. Gloved by Wilson, the long throw in time. And Pete is going to be out at second base. Pete Crow Armstrong thought about going to third. He overcommitted with the fake and could not get back to second in time. A rare 5-3-4 double play.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Pat. What you call this ball's hit. One hop to third. Pete's thinking of going, then kind of holds and takes a step. And he's kind of just in the middle of the base path doing this. And it ends up, he just made a base running mistake, and it ends up being a double play.
So quickly, 2 down, and Bregman drives one in the air. Deep left center. It's got a chance. Gone! Alex Bregman with a home run ties the game. A line drive just to the right of the 376 sign. So now the defensive double play looks even bigger.
Huge play in the game, and Bregman, who've been getting booed the whole series, that's a little quieting of the crowd as he hits a bolt to left center field to tie the ball game.
His 3rd homer in the first 2 games of this series, his 19th of the year. Ball game tied at 2. And here's Michael Busch. And he'll drive one in the air. Deep right center. This ball's got a chance. Gone! Cubs go back to back. And the Cubs have their first lead of the day. Michael Busch with a long home run to right center. His 16th of the year. And the Cubs are in the lead, and Cub fans are delighted.
Well, they had a right-hander ready for Suzuki. They did not bring him in. Bregman comes up, homers. Dan Wilson chooses not to go get his left-hander. Pitch to Busch, and Bushy blasts one to right center field, and now the kid's on the hook for the loss.
And that'll be all for Cade Anderson in his Major League debut. He still gets a round of applause, but he's not happy after giving up back-to-back home runs, I guarantee you. Pitching changes are always worth noting because pitching changes by the opposition are sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Reliable. Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Swing and a miss. He pumped it by him. That fastball hit triple digits at 100 miles an hour.
Certainly is Gavin's game, no doubt. Let him go out there and let him go. He needs to have a good one.
2-strike pitch. And he's out looking. Second strikeout for Gavin Williams. You mentioned he's hunting Dylan Cease, the leaderboard in the American League in strikeouts. Only Cease and Jacob Misiorowski have more double-digit strikeout games than the big rig this year. Oh, he tried to spoil one and could not get the bat on it. And that's a half-dozen Ks through 3 for the big rig. 3-0 Guardians. Swing and a miss. Oh, strikeout number 10. He had to earn it. But he gets it and keeps the Giants off the board and keeps the Guardians in front. His 200th strikeout of the season.
Hunter bunts foul down the third base line. I like that style by Nico after back-to-back home runs. The new pitcher coming in. Nico tries to lay down a bunt. Surprise. He fouled it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we were talking about Yingling flight. How about this inning? 2 bombs. Bregman and Busch off the young guy Anderson.
Very peculiar inning run. You had Pete Armstrong double to lead things off. Then Suzuki grounded into a rare 5-3-4 double play. Here's a foul off to the right, out of play. Technically, it's not a grounded into a double play. It's simply a double play with that particular scoring. And then the back-to-back home runs by Bregman and Busch. Very peculiar inning, but a good one for the Cubs, and they lead 3-2. Horner takes upstairs for a ball, 1-2. So the best that Cade Anderson can hope for is a no decision in his major league debut. Cubs are trying to hang a loss on him. Nico lines one down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball bouncing toward the corner. Nico's going to have extra bases. He is going to stop at second with a double. Cubs have had 5 batters in the inning run, 4 extra base knocks, 2 doubles and 2 home runs.
Yeah, been a very good offensive inning, and what you're seeing, I believe, is it's better hitting conditions now. I really do. I think for Anderson, he was getting a little tired, threw some balls in the middle of the plate. But I think, with the shadows now moving way out towards center field, I think guys can see the ball around home plate much better.
Tyrone Taylor, the batter, and he'll take a fastball strike. Right-hander Carlos Vargas on the mound, glancing back at Horner, and the pitch to Taylor, up and in for a ball. Doubles by Cubs batter, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a bender. For Bush, his 16th home run. For Bregman, his 19th. Cubs have grabbed the lead here in the 6th inning. Here's a drive down the left field line. That ball is going to be in there for an extra base knock. It bounces over the fence. A ground rule double. Horner will score. Tyrone Taylor drives in a big run. And now the Cubs lead 4-2.
Now Taylor swung through a breaking ball down and away from Vargas the pitch before. This time Vargas throws him another breaking ball, but this one stays in the middle of the plate. And Taylor doesn't miss it. He hits a bullet to left. One hopper off the warning track and out of the ballpark. So Cubs with a barrage of extra base hits in this 6th inning.
Pedro Ramirez fouls it away. Right you are, Ron. I was thinking you could watch a lot of baseball games and not see 5 extra base hits in a 6-batter span for a long time. Yeah. Doubles by PCA, Horner and Taylor, and homers by Bregman and Bush. Here's a foul out of play, and the Cubs have a 4-2 lead as they try to even up this series at 1 win apiece. Ramirez with a single his last time. 2 strikes on the switch hitter batting left-handed. Curveball is low. Taylor, the RBI, his 30th of the year. And now the 1-2. Pulled on the ground foul. We'll do it again. We'll be right back out here again tomorrow for the finale. It'll start at 3:10 Central Time. Bryce Miller against Shota Imanaga. And then it's on to Phoenix. 3 with the Diamondbacks starting Monday night. Here's a drive to center. Pretty well hit. Back goes Rodriguez. Still going, but he gets there and makes the catch. Straight away center. A step from the warning track. That was a hard hit ball by Ramirez, but he's unable to cash in. Cubs score 3 times in the inning. And they have taken a 4-2 lead as we go to the bottom of inning number 6. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio network.
Mason Wynn with a dive. Can he throw it? What a play!
Mason Wynn, maybe the only man on earth who could have thrown out PCA on that play.
Robert coming on, slides and makes the catch for the out.
Ryan Waldschmidt's on the run, and he makes a rolling grab. In comes Benj, he dives and makes the catch. Beautiful sliding grab by Carson Benj for the second out.
Deep on the run, Dingler's over there. Cole reaches out. Did he pull that in? Yeah, he did.
Mullins on the run toward the wall, reaches up against the wall, bangs into it, and held on.
Softly out to right center. Michael got there, and he saves a run.
Slowly rolled out towards Cronenworth. He will go glove to glove.
Going back, Cox at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch right in front of the Giants bullpen. And a diving grab. Cole Carrick with a spectacular catch.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Ford will lead things off. And he'll take strike one.
Now Cubs have someone warming up in the bullpen. Just got up. Peterson at 86 pitches now in the game. He's thrown an exceptional ball game once again.
The 0-1 changeup is low. We talk sometimes about all the publicity that a certain ball player gets. I think you quickly understand, Ron, that this game is full of all outstanding players. And it kind of, I think, feeds into your competitive juices when you're going against some phenom.
Yeah, and there's no doubt. Absolutely. When you come to the park today and you're a hitter for the Cubs, there is no doubt you're like ready to hit against this kid.
Fastball is high, 1-2. Cubs.
And, you know, in his defense, you're not facing big league hitters every day. Guys aren't chasing all his pitches off the plate, up or down and in, and that down and in pitch today was the one I thought the Cubs did a very good job not chasing with the right-handed hitter.
3-2 on Taylor Ward. The pitch by Peterson just outside. Or was it called strike three? It was a called strike three. Kind of a very low-key call by Ryan Blakeney. I didn't even see the right arm pump out.
Yeah,
did you?
it's he yells and then he's definitely not quick to make the call. That's for sure.
One away in the inning. Cal Raleigh swings and misses, 0-1.
He gives you the ha, and then he kind of takes his time to stand up and then gives you the old double fist pump.
Here comes the 0-1. Pulled on the ground sharply to third. Backhanded by Bregman. Long throw. It is going to be in time. A one-hop throw. What a great play by Alex Bregman. He threw that ball. He was in foul territory by 20 feet and off balance. His one-hop throw all the way across the diamond, and Bush negotiated a tough one-hop to complete the play. Excellent play.
Yeah, Bregman, you know, he just does some incredible stuff and great footwork. And he almost throws this ball a little too far. If he bounces it a little farther, it's an easier play for Michael. But Bush, he gets way down low to catch that ball. Gets his eyes close to where he's going to catch the ball. Great play by both guys on the corner of the Cubs infield.
2 down. Cole Young, the batter. Cubs lead 4-2, 6th inning. Lefty to lefty inside to Cole Young. Just reading about Young. He's played every single game as a rookie. Mariners playing in game number 130 today. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. You don't see that very often, Ron. Guys playing every game as a rookie ball player.
No, he's done all right. 254 right now. He's got 15 home runs and 56 driven in.
Seems to play good defense.
Yeah.
2 down, nobody on. Cubs lead by 2. And the pitch by Peterson just outside. A lot of late afternoon shadows now here in Seattle. Still a beautiful day.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
The 2-2, swing and a miss. He got him. Peterson rolling along. 6 innings of good work today. Cubs lead 4-2. We go to the 7th on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Nico Horner. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Summer heat is here, and your AC is working harder than ever. Don't wait for a breakdown. Call Four Seasons now for a complete AC tune-up for just $89.95. They'll back it up with a 1-year no breakdown.
What's up, everyone? I'm Nick Swisher. Are you ready to join me on a road trip? I'm here at the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa, where they filmed the unforgettable movie that's helped inspire all of this. Just a few years ago, the ballpark was only a temporary location, but after some massive renovations, the field has become a permanent fixture and a premier baseball destination. Swing by the ballpark plaza before the game to shop, dine, and take in the atmosphere before hitting your seats. A brand new ballpark sits nestled among the rows of corn, complete with 8,000 seats and an all-new streamlined concourse where you can try menu items like heaven on a hot dog. And just a short walk away from the ballpark is the iconic movie site, where you can take a step back in time and relive the magic of the 1989 classic up close. Play cornhole in the outfield, snap some photos, and stroll through the cornfields like Moonlight Graham. The Field of Dreams is more than just a game. It's an experience for the whole family. It's not heaven, it's Iowa, and it's here to stay.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998, Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. He is out. Look at this. Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Cap takes ball 2. The great Ernie Banks leads off the baseball history notes today. Mr. Cub. Ernie Banks became the first Cub ever to have his uniform number 14 retired on this date in 1982. That's very fitting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree to that. There's no doubt.
What a nice man he was.
Yep.
Here's the 3-0. Hap takes a strike. He was just one of those people, you never had a bad moment around him.
Yeah, very happy guy, absolutely. You're hitting 30 home runs a year. It's pretty easy to be happy.
Well, that's a good point, Ron. It's very good point. All-star teams,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
The list is pretty long.
it really is.
Ball 4 outside to Ian Happ.
But as we joke, he was just a super nice man. I enjoyed every time I was around Ernie. I enjoyed being around him.
I think I've told you before, when Ron Santo passed away, I knew that they were very close, Ron and Ernie. And I called him on the phone just to see how he was doing. And I thought it would be about a 2-minute talk.
Yeah.
You know, just, Ernie, I'm sorry. I know you and Ron were close, and you never really know what to say. You just want to be there kind of for them. We ended up talking for almost an hour.
Yeah, how about that?
On the phone. Yeah. And I thought, this is unbelievable. Our Ernie's he's so giving and generous with his time. Here's a bunt attempt missed by Miguel Amaya.
Maya tried a couple times now and bunted through the ball. It counts 0-2. Cubs just playing for that sacrifice, trying to get another run. Up by 2. 7th inning. It's sponsored by Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you.
Got a very special baseball history note. It's a funny one.
Okay.
And we'll get to that in a minute. Miguel Amaya pokes it foul off to the right. You got to go back to 1886. Louisville had a ball player by the name of Chicken Wolf. And he hit a game-winning home run thanks to a stray dog tearing at Reds outfielder Abner Powell's pant leg, causing the center fielder to miss the ball. Abner was quoted as saying, "I hate when that happens."
Yeah.
Louisville's Chicken Wolf. It's right here, 1886. August 22.
Old Chicken Wolf.
You don't see many stray dogs making big league baseball headlines these days.
No.
Kind of surprised we
Yeah.
had one way back in 86. 1886.
So, did the dog have to pay to get into the park, or what do you think happened there?
I think he just smelled some food and made his way in, made himself at home. There's a bouncing ball foul right side.
On the outfielder's leg?
That's right. Says the stray dog was tearing at Abner Powell's pant leg. Now, you're trying to be a big league ball player and you've got a dog tearing at your pant leg. How does that make you feel?
That's a tough game. That is a tough one, yeah. One of the all-time great nicknames in all of baseball, Chicken Wolf. There we go. That's, you got the gunner and you got Chicken Wolf,
Here's the 0-2. Hit high in the air to center, but it's playable for Rodriguez. And that's going to be out number 2. Pete Crow Armstrong retired on the fly ball, and it brings up Seiya Suzuki. Happ still at first. Suzuki with a single and 3 tries today. First pitch in there for a strike to Seiya. Roger Maris, 1961 on this date. Became the first player ever to have 50 home runs before the end of August. That was 1961, the year that he would break the record of Babe Ruth by hitting 61 home runs. Swing and a miss.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Think about hitting that many home runs in a season.
1989. 2 Hall of Famers involved in one Hall of Fame play. Ricky Henderson swung and missed to strike out. Throw to first, not in time. Diving back in is Happ.
Happ was taking off early. Yeah, and they threw to first base. He just got back.
The Ricky Henderson bomb was Nolan Ryan's victim in career strikeout number 5,000.
Wow, how about that?
He would go on to strike out 5,714. That record might stand for quite a while. The 1-2. Low and outside for a ball.
Well, now that you have 5-man rotations and 100 pitch counts, there's no chance of that record being broken. You're just never going to pitch enough innings to get that many strikeouts.
I would agree with that, yeah. And now the 2-2. Fouled away by Seiya. Now here's one that kind of surprised me. Dodger first baseman Eric Karros in 2000 had both a solo home run and a 3-run homer during a 9-run 6th inning in a Dodger win over the Expos. He became the first player in 111 years of Dodger history to hit 2 homers in 1 inning.
Wow.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and that ends the inning. But it never happened, never even in Brooklyn. And that was, by all accounts, that was kind of a bandbox. And you could hit a lot of home runs there.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising. Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Cubs 4 and Seattle 2.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, you know, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
High chopper, he fields, comes home. Strong throw, got him at the plate. Diving play by Horner. Beautiful play and short by Nico. Sliding play by McKinstry. Here comes the throw by Ben. Hey, got him at the plate. Barehanding Walls, and he throws him out on the run. Beautifully done. Williams throws to first. Phenomenal play by Aleka Williams. Wow. Going all out to first. Got him. Another electric play from Matt McClain. And a jumping grab by Paulie at third base. Nice play from Graham.
To his feet, throw to first in time. Connor Norby has dazzled over at second base.
And Estiari makes the catch. Full extension dive to the backhand of a dead sprint. Oh, what a diving stop by Mazzana. Comes up throwing and he gets Machado. Dives and he got it. What a play by Tyler Tolbert. Absolutely robbing Guzman.
Lane just makes a great play running back right there.
And he is out at second base. Harry Ford delivers. And Lindor's cut down for the first out.
That's an owl, in case you're wondering. That's one of the few fans who looks at Canseco and says, who? What are they going to do? Expect him to pick up a baseball? Oh, poor baby.
You know, I did read it a year ago.
Yes.
Canseco absolutely loves animals.
Derwood Merrill.
Not away, Derwood.
Leave a little opening at the top, guys. Thank you. Cubs lead by a pair. Mariners batting, bottom of the seventh. All of the infield now is in the shade. Just some sunlight out in right and right center. Thornton going to work on Weston Wilson. Nice curveball drops in for a strike.
Today, the meat of the order is brought to you by Pete's Market, Chicagoland's largest family-owned and locally operated grocer.
Solid outing by David Peterson today. It's his game to win. Swing and a miss. Another nice bender.
Yeah, he was outstanding, you know. Put the whammy on him at the very first pitch. I said he was going to get a lot of ground balls, and that one hit out of the ballpark. The two of you started looking at me like I was crazy, which isn't too far off, but he did end up throwing a lot of ground balls, and he threw a very good ball game.
Now the 0-2 pitch misses high for a ball. I apologize for Zach looking at you that way, Ron.
Well, see how it goes.
45,000 are here today. 45,681. Strike three called. Weston Wilson is out on strikes. Trent Thornton strikes out the first man he faces. Cubs leading 4-2. And here's Leo Rivas.
Good breaking ball by Thornton to get the punch out. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
First pitch inside for a ball. Seattle 7 games under 500. They're 3 games out of a wild card spot. Now that's the good news for them, because that lets you know that they are within range. But there are 8 teams ahead of them in that wild card, and that's going to work against them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The thing to do if you're the Mariner, you got to take care of your own business night after night and get on a roll.
Fly ball foul over near the third base dugout. Bregman, does he have a play? No. Bregman went all the way to the railing to a little camera pit area adjacent to the Cubs third base dugout. Just couldn't get there in time to fully extend his body, and I'm sure you had that issue sometimes, Ron. You get there, but you get there too late.
Yeah, and It's either that or you launch yourself over the railing and you end up in the camera well, and that's not necessarily a good thing either.
Did you launch yourself into many camera wells?
I did one time. Yes, I did. Thank you.
Did you?
A friend of mine once said, "Thank you for asking."
Do you have any video of that by any chance?
I'm hoping not. It wasn't very graceful, I can say that.
3-1 pitch in there for a strike, 3-2.
I can promise you this. You know who really didn't like it? The cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like when a linebacker blitzes a quarterback and he doesn't see it coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of that involved.
He would ask for hazard pay next time. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Leo Rivas. Line drive fair down the right field line. It bounces into the corner. Taylor chases it down. It's a double for Leo Rivas.
Rivas came into the game yesterday hitting 136. He gets the walk-off game-winning hit in the 10th inning, and now today he's been hit by a pitch, and now he doubles down the right field line.
Hit number 5 for Seattle. Cubs out hitting the Mariners 7-5 and lead 4-2. Here's the pitch now. Randy Arozarena takes a curveball low. The Cubs are going to challenge that call by home plate umpire Ryan Blakeney. And let's take a look.
Calls a return, the pitch is a strike. Chicago.
It is a strike. Good challenge.
Absolutely. Good job by Amaya. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. We got a couple things we got to do here, partner. Tough play of the game sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough.
Looping liner, shallow left, racing in. Happ makes the catch. Hustling back to second is Rivas. Happ remained in the game after pinch hitting in the top of the inning. That's out number 2, and the batter is Dom Canzone.
Nice play by Ian. This ball hit off the end of the bat, but how about the play by Bregman? It's tough plays of the game. Sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. And catch of the game, sponsored by Catch Des Moines. That plays a real trip. So is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at CatchDesMoines.com. And how about the catch on the throw of Bregman by Michael Busch at first base?
Just a great play all the way around.
It really was.
Activity commencing in the Cub bullpen. A left-hander starting to get loose. And the pitch in there for a strike. Thornton trying to work a scoreless inning. The Cubs grab the lead in this game with a 3-run rally in the 6th. We are in the 7th, 4-2 Cubs. The pitch just a little bit inside. Thornton wanted that one. Now the count 2-1. Tying run at the plate. And the 2-1. Curveball fouled away.
Canzone with a big swing, but got really long on that swing and cost him. He got a good hanging breaking ball to hit. Tried to hit it too hard, too far, and the swing got long on him.
He's got 19 home runs, tied for the team lead. And this is a spot run where he certainly would be thinking long ball, wouldn't you think?
Absolutely, no doubt. First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Now the 2-2 from Thornton. Bouncing ball to second. A charging Ramirez gloves it, lobs to first in time. Good job by Trent Thornton. We go to the 8th inning. It's the Cubs 4 and the Mariners 2. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
A brain tumor, a stroke, a condition.
The beauty of this jersey is the field texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
And the first pitch on the way to Bregman. Swing and a miss. I have to be honest, I'm not sure why Bregman is drawing the anger and the ire of these Mariner fans.
Do you think it's because he was with Houston and in that division for years against Seattle?
I guess that's
right.
That's the only thing that would make sense. 1 ball and 1 strike on Alex Bregman. Bregman homered his last time up. And he hits a high pop fly foul back near our booth and out of play. Bregman having quite a series here. 3 home runs in the first 2 games. And the more you see him play defense the third round, the more you like him.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Bregman swings at a high fastball, strike 3. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the strikeout. Opponent's pitching changes. Those are brought to you by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. How did we do in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game? Bush takes a strike 0-1. The actual figure 45,681. It looks like Zach Zaidman is the winner. So Zach, how do you plan to celebrate? Here's a pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 on Michael Bush.
Look out, Seattle. That's all I'm going to say, Pat.
Wow. Could be 48,000 tomorrow.
You heard it here first. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a miss by Bush. Well, we'll try to do our best tomorrow, Ron, in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game.
Michael Bush is the cleanup hitter, and Zach's the cleanup broadcaster, obviously. Sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Frigidaire kitchen today at grandappliance.com.
Bush swings and misses, strike 3. Off-speed pitch gets him.
Look out, Seattle, he says.
Well, Zach, we can expect a full report on your pregame show tomorrow morning. Nico had a double his last time up. The difference in the game, home runs by Bregman and Bush back-to-back in the 6th inning. That's the one that gave the Cubs the lead. That sequence. Check swing foul by Nico, and then later in the inning, an RBI double by Tyrone Taylor. And now the Cub bullpen trying to hang on. 8th inning. Zach is the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game, and he's also preparing the post-game show for you. Fastball is high to Nico. So please stay tuned for that program that Zach has after every game. And the pitch up and in walks him. I look for Nico to maybe run here. Ron, what do you think?
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. I think Nico, if he can in the first few pitches, you try to get to second base. If you can, to give Taylor a chance with a full at bat with 2 outs to try to drive you in.
Please stay tuned for that Old National Bank Cubs radio postgame show with Zach Zaidman, the official bank of the Cubs radio network. Corner being held by Naylor at first. He's got a good lead. The stretch by Dominguez, and he'll chase him back.
Dominguez is holding the ball on Zach, or on Horner at first, trying to see if he'd take off early. He did not.
Ron will name the toast of the game ball player a bit later. This pitch fouled away by Tyrone Taylor. He's had a good day. Taylor, 2 walks and a run-scoring double.
And you notice he's starting to move up the lineup too. Hitting 6 today.
That's the way it works, Ron.
Yep.
You get on base, you get your hits, you knock runs in. Managers want you to have as many at-bats as possible.
Yep. Second throw over to against Nico now, so we'll see if he takes off. Does not.
Pitch out,
yeah,
nothing doing.
Yeah. They're thinking the same thing. So if Dominguez throws to first and they don't pick Nico off, Nico will be awarded second base.
He's got his lead. He's dancing, not running. And the pitch fouled over our heads and out of play. I thought he was going to be running on that pitch.
I did too.
Cubs 4, Mariners 2. Cubs trying to even up the series with 1 more to go tomorrow. Nico running. The pitch taken low. Throw to second base. Head first slide. Safe. Stolen base. Stole it much more on Dominguez than he did on the throw. Mariners are challenging that.
They're challenging the ball strike, and yeah, that pitch strike. No stolen base for Nico. That'll end the inning.
Taylor called out on strikes, and that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs leading 4-2 over the Mariners on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Sloan has been supporting Cubs fans at Wrigley Field for generations with trusted restroom solutions.
Marsh comes in, makes the catch. He plucks it right off the top of the grass. And diving catch, Reynolds. Speared by Bradley.
What a catch by Tom.
Wow, what a grab. Willie Mays style. Valtero will come in, slide, and make the catch. Oh, man.
Oh, diving stop by Bregman. Throw to first in time.
Nico in time. Sensational.
He made the catch. Wow, he caught it. What a play.
Makes a terrific catch right in front of the garage door.
And a leaping grab there by Lars Nootbaar up against the Green Monsters.
Great pick by Stewart. He could play some defense, too.
Diving into a catch is Barry Cotto.
He made the catch. Oh, what a play. He climbed the wall.
Diving stop, Jimenez. Back to his feet and on to first in time.
Now another diving stop. His throw to first. He robs Alvarez. A diving play by Masayo, and he gets the out at the bat. Wonderful grab.
What a catch by McCarthy.
Boomer is the dog. Then he looked good. I just followed his pitch all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite.
Rodriguez leads off the bottom of the 8th inning, Zach, and bounces one to short. To his left corner, gloves, plants the feet, makes the throw, gets his man. That's the way you like to work it. One pitch, one away.
The rest of the scoreboard, A's and Astros tied at 3 in the top half of the 8th inning. They're in the bottom of the 6th on the south side. Mets leading the White Sox 7-5. Former White Sox outfielder Luis Robert Jr. with a 2-run shot for New York. Dodgers on top of the Pirates 4-3, top of the 8th inning. Kyle Tucker with a 2-run single.
Trent Thornton will lead the game. He did a nice job. Working an inning and a third, got 4 big outs. And now Craig Counsell will go to the bullpen. Pitching change.
And the payoff. High fly ball. Deep right center. Oh, way back there. See ya. That is about as long a home run as you are going to see. A solo blast by Rice, and it's 3-1 Yankees.
That deserves a Phil Rizzuto. Holy cow. Couldn't even see where that landed. It went so far.
I think that might have cleared the seats, David, and landed in that pavilion.
I think you're right.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. And toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green.
You are an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
Left-hander Ryan Rollison is the new man on the mound for the Cubs. He sports a bright red glove. He always works from the stretch, and the lefty ready to go to work facing Josh Naylor. Cubs 4, Mariners 2, bottom of the 8th inning. Naylor swings away and fouls it away. Naylor 0 for 3 in the game.
First out in the inning, Patrick. That's sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Here's a ground ball to second base. Should be routine for Ramirez. It is. And that's out number 2. All of the field now is in the shade. No more bright sunlight on the diamond. Just a little bit of sunlight coming through the windows of the upper deck out in shallow right, but for the most part, no more streaks of light at this hour. Here comes the Taylor Ward plate appearance. Right-handed batter takes high for ball 1. Ward has flied out, grounded out, struck out. 4-2 Cubs lead. Curveball strike. 1-1. Cubs have been a very good road team this season.
swing and a foul back.
Not quite sure what happened with that pitch. Amaya was looking for something soft. It was a fastball away. He looked like he was going down to block it, and the ball's foul tipped right past him.
Cubs 8 games above 500 on the road. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Rodison a blazing fastball, and down goes Taylor Ward. We go to the 9th inning. Cubs 4, Mariners 2. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Lung cancer is common.
Let's head back to the Big Apple and head to Soto's stomping ground in Queens. Built in the shadows of Shea Stadium, Citi Field became the new home of the New York Mets in 2009. Citi, designed in the likeness of Ebbets Field, features a gorgeous brick facade and nods to baseball's past throughout the ballpark. Enter through the Jackie Robinson Rotunda and head towards Shea Bridge to catch a glimpse of the home run apple in center field. Or head over to FanFest, take a swing in the batting cages, and visit the Mets Museum. People come for the game, but many stay for the food. Voted Best Baseball Stadium Food for the past 4 seasons by USA Today Reader's Choice, you might as well eat yourself into a food coma. They've got Shake Shack, specialty egg rolls, hot pastrami on rye, you name it, they have it. Even Mets legend Mookie Wilson and his family have a food stand in the ballpark. Between the action, keep your eyes peeled for Mr. and Mrs. Met and root hard for your favorite borough in the mascot race. Citi Field, one of the best.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales, and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
4-2. And Pedro Ramirez is going to try to start a rally against the right-hander Rucker. Former Cub pitcher Michael Rucker. First pitch in for a strike. Ramirez takes low and inside for a ball. Ramirez 1 for 3 in the game. Struck out, singled, and flied out. He hits a high pop fly on the infield. The third baseman will make the catch, and that's out number 1. Wilson playing third.
Now Ramirez got a pitch and just hit it straight up in the air.
One away. Here's Ian Happ. Did not start the game. Batted once. Had a base on balls. This will be his second plate appearance. Here's the pitch. Ian takes a strike. Day game tomorrow. Of course we'll have it for you. Starts at 3:15 Central Time. 3:10, I guess it is. 3:10 tomorrow. Shota Imanaga against right-hander Bryce Miller of the Mariners. The 0-1 to Happ. Check swing, it's high for a ball. The big right-hander Rucker deals. This ball is pulled foul past first. Skipping on down the right field line. Another huge crowd. 92,000 fans have taken in the first 2 games of this series.
Wow.
Many of them Cub fans. I would say the majority are Cub fans. Check swing down low.
Now, just walking around downtown Seattle the last couple of days, you've seen blue jerseys everywhere.
Many of the ones I've seen say Coom Dog on the back of them. Here comes the 2-2 low for a ball, 3-2. It's hard to believe, Ron, it was 25 years ago that you spent the season with the Cubs, 2001.
Yeah, right, isn't that something?
It's gone fast, I would say.
It really has, yeah.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Happ is out number 2.
The baseball seasons go fast. You get started in spring, and and then next thing you know, you're the first 2 months go by, and now we're late August. We're in playoff mode now, thinking of every day where you're at in the playoff race, and it's amazing.
Amaya swings and checks his swing. I think the Cubs got a break on that call. That looked like a full cut. Cubs lead 4-2, 9th inning. Next pitch low and outside for a ball. I think it's at a certain age, Ron, everything goes fast in your life. You blink and weeks and months are vanishing. It's a little frightening, actually. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Not a whole lot you can do about it.
No, that's just the way it is. Yeah. For us, we show up again tomorrow. That's it.
Now the 2-1 from Rucker. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. Two and two, and the pitch. Swing and a high pop fly. Playable. Right side for Naylor. The first baseman drifting over toward the second baseman. Young. Naylor makes the catch. Okay, time to fasten those seatbelts. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs 4, Mariners 2. This is the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Craig Counsell. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Coom here. Baseball's been around a long time, since the 1800s.
Hear ye, hear ye. Gather around for some of the week's wildest plays.
It's only going to hurt for a second, Brandon.
And it drops between 4 twins.
I shall not drop the ball. Well, don't believe that.
Just clanked off his glove.
Whoa, was that an eephus? He didn't even see it. It almost clipped him.
A fantastic finish.
Far slip and then took this ball off the top of the helmet.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
The throw drills him right in the back, though.
Others don't know where to catch them.
Often met right cheek.
And feast your eyes on these fantastic fielders.
Oh, my goodness, what a diving catch. And leaping lizards. Great plays in the outfield.
What a grab by Tristan Peters. He made the catch. Oh, what a play.
You can't get much higher than this.
Krauser takes away another.
Crowder makes the catch.
Oh, my, what a play by Tyrone Taylor.
How about that?
Tuition, automatic scholarships, and strong earning potential get real return on your investment. Take the first step at illinoisstate.edu.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Quality start turned in by Cubs starter today, David Peterson. Quality starts by the Cubs, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Jacob Webb, the new right-hander. First pitch swung on and missed by Cal Raleigh.
I like the fact that Raleigh is coming to the plate as the leadoff guy with a 2-run lead for the Cubs.
Raleigh today has singled, walked, and grounded out. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Webb's pitch outside. Webb has become the Cubs closer for good reason. He's pitched great ball. The 1-1 pitch is low and inside for a ball.
Yeah, for Webb, just barely over a 2 ERA. He has been outstanding for the Cubs.
There's a high fly ball, a pop fly on the infield. Nico Horner dancing underneath it, makes the catch. Out number 1. Cubs lead 4-2, bottom of the 9th inning. And the batter is Cole Young.
Well, after missing with the changeup, count was 1-1. Webb just went with the gas, top of the zone, and got Raleigh to pop it up.
First pitch to Young is outside for a ball. Now Webb coming back 1-0. Off-speed pitch just outside. Didn't miss by much. 2-0. Don't want to walk anybody in this spot. There's a fastball right down the middle. That's the idea. Called strike. Webb overall 6-2. With a glittering ERA of 2.21. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right. Playable. Taylor is there. Makes the catch. 2 down. Mariners all of a sudden are down to their last chance.
Good pitch by Webb after getting behind in the count. Throws a good changeup. And just gets that ball. Little routine fly ball off the end of the bat.
Weston Wilson representing the Mariners' final chance. Ron, we need to name a toast of the game ball player by the Chicago Cubs. Sponsored by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. We'll get your answer in a minute. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Webb. Fly ball right center field toward the gap. That ball's going to be in there for a base hit. It's up against the wall. It's a double for Weston Wilson. It's not over yet.
Yeah, this ball pitch out and away, and he just splits the defense in right center field. Bring up Rivas. Toast to the game ball player today, Pat. This is an easy one. Peterson is going to be our toast to the game ball player. How about these numbers for the ball game for him? 6 innings, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Only gave up 2 runs in 6 innings.
And he was going up against the phenom for Seattle, who is on the hook for the loss, and that's Cade Anderson.
Yep. How many times has that happened?
Many.
The other guy that no one's talking about, David Peterson, has a much better ball game.
Leo Rivas takes a strike, and the count 1-1. Cubs 4, Mariners 2, 2 down, bottom of the 9th inning. Fans are on their feet. 45,000 plus are here. Seattle down to their last out. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, shallow right. Coming in is Taylor. Has to play it on a bounce. It's a base hit. A run scores, and now it's a one-run game. A bloop single into right. And now it's a 4-3 ball game.
Now you bring up to the plate with Rivas dumping one in, Arozarena, who hit the very first pitch of the ball game out of the ballpark.
Cubs with a precarious 4-3 lead. Listen to these fans. There is a strike, 0-1. Just about everyone in the park is standing. Everyone in the lower deck certainly is. Now the stretch, right-hander against right-hander. And the 0-1. Fly ball, center field, deep. Back goes Pete Crow-Armstrong at the fence. It's a home run, and the Mariners have won the game.
Pitch out the way. And after the single, Arozarena is one of those guys that gets the ball a long way. He gets this ball out of the way and hammers it over the center field fence for a game-winning two-run homer.
The Mariners celebrate at home plate. A very difficult loss for the Chicago Cubs. The Mariners rally for 3 runs with 2 outs and nobody on base in the bottom of the 9th inning. And they deal the Cubs a stunning 5-4 loss. We'll be back with the totals in just a moment on The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
The winning lineup for your home starts with the appliance experts at Grand Appliance. From large capacity Electrolux laundry to versatile Frigidaire kitchens, Grand Appliance brings together the brands that help your home perform like an all-star. And with fast delivery and professional installation, Grand makes it